Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. As we're broadcasting into Rumble, Locals, YouTube, Twitch, X Live, and the Facebook. We got the Facebook up. Let's check to see. We got X Live, and yes, we are on X Live. So we're burning on all cylinders here, folks. So here we are on this 02.28.2025. Current time is 06:14 a.m. We're a lot earlier than we were yesterday. Here in Southern Tier, upstate New York, where I live and reside. This Friday morning, end of the week. Thank God it's Friday, and it's a Friday fun day, folks, because it's the end of the week, and we're going to be starting our weekend. So we're did I get that off? Yeah, we got volume. We got everything up, and but Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X, as well as some other fine social media platforms that I am on. Just Google at Fireman Rich, but for the most part, I'm on X, what used to be known as Twitter, at Fireman Rich. That's my mainstay of posting things, and so check me out there. I just posted up on the other links or other fine social media platforms that I post over on. There's several of them, but good morning to Tina on this Friday. Our Jersey girl's in the house. Thank you for being here, Tina. Thank you. We're on time for a change, or sort of on time. And we have our good friend Tony D is in the house. Hey, Tony, salute to you. My brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Tony D says good morning. Tony says good morning.
Good morning, Tony.
There we go, Tony. And Tony and Tina saying good morning to you. Glad to have you both here on the Friday morning coffee for .28.2025 at Rumble Video broadcasts, and it would not be a broadcast if we did not have the morning coffee. And it's tasting good, mighty fine. I'm going to have a couple. I'm going to be sucking this down because I'm looking over here. The tarp fell down, but we can put it back up. We did some preliminaries. We're going ahead with the project. Where we got to do it your DIY, do it yourself project. We're going to redo the tiles, the ceiling tiles up here, as far as that goes. So, what else was I going to say? There's something else I was going to say. But good morning, and positive start to the day. How do we put it? Hashtag positive start today. Hashtag PSTTD. I'm going to need it this morning because we bought the tiles yesterday. We got 250 tiles. They're 1 foot by 1 foot. We only need 160, but we bought an extra box just in case. You never know. They're pretty light, but we're going to start that. We put up the tarp yesterday. Checked underneath, and they got the wood runners, and they're stapled, and that's a simple way. Which, God, we just have to go through it. I will be taking pictures of it. I thought about live streaming it, but nah, that'd be too. I'll be taking pictures here of the before thing, and I'll keep you updated because this might go into next week. We're going to do a little bit at a time, not everything on the weekend. Well, we could possibly get it done by this weekend, depending on how today goes. But yesterday, we did a preliminary check, and then I went down to Lowe's and I bought the tiles, and it amounted to about anywhere between 75 cents and 95 cents a tile, I guess. They're the cheap ones. They're the lowest ones and stuff. I couldn't believe some of the price. You got these 2 feet by 2 feet panels. They could be $13 a pop. That would be like $500-$600 and stuff. There's something on my glasses here. So, and thank you, Tony. I've got it on the Twitch and the YouTube. So as far as that goes, and you probably got something over there on the Facebook because I remember to start the Facebook. So let me check the Facebook here real quick because Tony's in the house. I know there's a. Yep, there it is, and we'll like it back, Tony. Thank you over there on the Facebook. We're on the Facebook. We like that, and we appreciate it, my friend. And I saw that you had a broadcast last night. I have to check that out. It was the musical one. The music you did your music last night. I like that first song. It's like, man, those Tony and me we grew up in the same time frame of music, so. I'm not too hip on the hip hop rap, though. I have been tuned into some artists as far as that goes, and but some of the songs in the 80s and 90s and stuff. That'll be interesting to see. Oh, the seal. Yeah, I think we could do it. Like I said, we got to do a little bit because even if we're not lifting, I was told by my good friend yesterday, Wingnut, when we were playing PUBG Battlegrounds. I was telling him about it. He says, "Well, you got to be careful because even though I'm not lifting these tiles, they're not that heavy. But if you constantly have your hands over your head, you're putting strain on your back. So you don't want to go. My days of 8 hours of work." Well, that's physical work. I'm going to be doing more physical work than what I did at the day job. That's for sure. But we'll see what happens, and I'll take some pictures. I was just thinking about that just before. I need to take some pictures because it'd be neat to broadcast it, but I don't know if I want to too much of a distraction. I got to focus on the job at hand and stuff like that. So, but we had a little issue Wednesday with I think I've got that straightened out as far as what channel I'm on the Rumble. We're on Fireman Rich broadcast. But if you Google Fireman Rich, you'll see both of my thing. But these, for all intents and purposes, these broadcasts are on the Fireman Rich broadcast channel on Rumble. And we also, as a note, we repurposed the audio over there on Spotify for creators, for our listeners over there, which we do have some, more than some. We have more than 2 or 3, which 2 or 3, my bar is low, okay? two or three, I'm a success. So I always have two or three. So I'm always a success. We're in the 10 to 15 listens per day range, and I do appreciate that over there on the audio side of Spotify. And we have great replay. We got great viewership and participation here that I really enjoy. And just to recognize though the replays, they're very noticeable. So I do appreciate that. I'm in that great comfort zone. This is exactly where I want to be, and I am having fun. And as far as that goes, so we have an incoming ad break. Just so I'll give you a footnote there, Tina, in about less than 30 seconds. So we'll just go ahead and rumble on with the weather here and stuff. Um, so let's see what else. We did go for a walk yesterday because we're taking care of the ceiling, and I was going down the Lowe's to get the tiles and all that. So we just and it rained yesterday. It was a rainy day yesterday. I'm not sure what it's going to be like today, but let's see. Currently, and I still have the clock over there. Actually, the clock was over there because this tarp sort of fell down a little bit. I got to reattach it with the tuck tape, and to keep the dust from going into the kitchen through the pass through from the dining room. But it was over there, but it's back. I put it back up there because I knew I was going to look in that direction as far as that goes. So, but our current temperature right now, oh, it dropped a degree. That's not good. It was 37, but even still, we're up above freezing. It's 36 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to 2 degrees Celsius. So we're in the plus side. That's the plus side. There's signs of spring. We had a very good day yesterday. We hit 50 yesterday, and it was nice. Of course, it was raining and wet and stuff like that, but it was nice. And the clouds with the rain, it was sort of gloomy a little bit, but it was okay. But we got 36 degrees Fahrenheit currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. This let's see, and we got possible flurries or snow. That'll be lake effect, possibly early. Otherwise, high of 41 degrees Fahrenheit. That's good. We still have some. Let's see what's out there. I can't really see. Oh yeah, we still got a little ice out there. Ice is out there. But overcast, high of 41. Winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour, so it'll be a little bit cooler. We'll have close to an 8 or 9 degree wind chill factor. So whatever, if it feels it's 30, yeah, if it's 36 right now, it's about 28. So it's cold out. And this being the last day of February too, I just noticed that on the calendar. So we're done with the dog days of February, going into March. So the spring is just around the corner here in March. So let's see. The sun will be rising this morning at 06:43, which is in about 19 minutes at 6:24 currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York. So 6:43 a.m. Sun will be rising. Sun will be setting at 5 p.m. Remember my brother firefighters, 555, and my sister firefighters, my fellow firefighters, I should say. That covers the board. If you're still into that DEI stuff. But our firefighters, I remember them as far as that goes. 555 is a very significant. You ring the bell 5 times, wait, ring the bell 5 times, wait, ring it 5 times, and wait. And that's to remember our fallen firefighters. So there's our local weather. Our world times and temperatures as I speak at 1:25 a.m. in Honolulu, Hawaii. It's clear skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 4:25 a.m. currently there. Clear skies, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicago, Illinois is at 5:25 a.m. currently. Clear skies, 36 degrees Fahrenheit. In Chicago, Illinois, Chicago. Phoenix. Yeah, I said Phoenix. Phoenix, 4:26 a.m. Clear skies, 55. In the windy city of Chicago, as we get back on track here, at 5:26 a.m. Clear skies, 36 degrees Fahrenheit. In the windy city, in the concrete jungle concrete jungle of New York City, as I like to call it. 6:26 a.m. It's 6:26 a.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Clear skies, 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Down there in New Jersey, where Tina is at, Central Jersey, our Jersey girl, 38 degrees currently, 51 for the high. That's good. New Jersey is going to have a warm day today. And down where Tony's at in Warner Robins, Georgia, 44 degrees currently, high of 71. Woohoo! I like that. 71 degrees Fahrenheit. That's cool. 43 for the low, and clear skies down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Tony. Going across the pond. You all right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, make sure she's all right. Going across the pond to Cork, Ireland. 11:27 a.m. at 45 degrees Fahrenheit in Cork, Ireland, with some cloudiness, a little sun in Milan, Italia at 12:27 p.m. Mangia, mangia, mangia. It's lunchtime in Milan, Italia. Cloudy skies, a little sun peeking through, 54 degrees Fahrenheit. Moving over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 7:27 p.m. in their evening. We got thunderstorms still over there in Kuala Lumpur. 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Ooh, it's warming up there in Kuala Lumpur. Tokyo, Japan at 8:27 p.m. in their evening. Clear skies in Tokyo, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Down under and on the great continent and great country of Australia, who we do appreciate and is a good ally and friend of the United States of America. In Melbourne, 10:28 p.m. in their evening, late evening. Cloudy skies with a little clearing, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. And to the east in Sydney, Australia at 10:28 p.m. also in their evening. Clear skies, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are our world times and temperatures as we speak. And we have the Wandering Australian. We just got done talking about the weather there. We got some nice temperatures. Late night there for the Wandering Aussie. Hey, how you doing, my friend? How you doing, mate? Glad to see you here. Great to see you. I hope all is well. The Wandering Aussie, he pops in here every now and again. And he's giving us a good day, mate. A good day to you, mate. Raise my coffee cup. Always like to speak highly of the Australians. Um, it's been a number of years since I've crossed paths with an Australian, but I know when I was in the service, I never met a bad Australian. And there's quite a few of them that could drink their beer. So I raise my coffee cup to you, my friend. And it's a other side of the world there and stuff like that. I think it's for me to go from East Coast to the Philippines. I came back once when I was over at Wallace Air Station in northern Luzon on the South China Sea side, and it was like almost like a 14-hour plane flight, you know. And then coming back, I had to stop. I was at Travis Air Force Base, and I was flying back after being home for about a week or 2 weeks. I think I came back for a wedding, and I got stuck there at Travis Air Force Base. I was trying to get a C-5 back to Clark Field, and they had the C-5. There was a C-5 that had engine fire, so they grounded safety grounding of all the C-5s. So I was stuck in the. I ended up getting a room at the BAQ at the Billington. That's like the hotel in the military for the military, and I went. I spent the day. No, that's when I first went over there. No, I ended up. No, I think I just stayed. No, that was when I was first going over. This is almost 6 months later. I ended up coming back, so I was at Travis because when I went over there, I flew out of San Francisco. No, I flew out of Travis. Okay, but the second time I was at Travis to fly back, I got stuck there, so I just stayed at the. We got stuck there for a day, and it was pretty interesting. Life in a military airport, waiting for a space A availability was pretty fun, and that was cool. But I think going to Australia, it's probably another 5 or 6 hours from the Philippines to Australia, or even more so, because Australia, it looks like, okay, it's a continent. It's huge. But glad to have you here, the Wandering Aussie. Great to have you here, my friend. Those are the world times and temperatures. And let's see. Let's see. Wandering Australian. He says, "Yeah, mate, another hop, skip, and jump from there. Haha. Yeah, yeah. Long hot skip and jump. Probably another. Like I said, probably another 6 hour flight. I don't know. I'll have to Google that later. I knew it was 14 hours. I think coming back, it was like 12 to 13, but going back, of course, going back, we got stuck. We got stuck. But from the West Coast to Australia, it was at least a good solid 12 hours. But then going over there, when I went back, we got up in the air, and as soon as we're in the air, I told the story many times. An hour into the flight, they said, "Oh, we're gonna have to stop down at Hickam Field for the day." I say, "Oh, fine with me." Ended up staying up all night running the bars there in Honolulu. It's fun. That was a fun time. It did not seem like the United States. That was the first time I visited Hawaii. It was on a whim there. Let's see. Our thought for the day comes from a gentleman. His I don't think we've had this guy before, and I posted this up on my Twitter feed at Fireman Rich as well. The thought for the day. I do that every day. That's one of the positive things that I do each morning. I say good morning, a positive start, live life and have fun post, and then I do a thought for the day, which is a quote from various peoples. In this case, it's an American historian professor. His name is Kevin Cruz with a K. Kevin Michael Cruz is an American historian and a professor. Professor of history at Princeton University. He researched his research interests includes public or political, social, and urban suburban history of the 20th century, with a particular focus on making of the makings of modern conservatism. Okay, I like that guy. That he's conservative. I like that. I am sort of a conservative guy. But our quote from Kevin Cruz with a K goes as follows: Life is about making an impact, not making an income. We have to have an income, of course. Okay, that's common sense. But your main focus, if you can, because I know there's times in my life I had to focus on making an income. Okay, so because it impacted me. So life is about making an impact. So it's going beyond just making a buck. It's what you can do to inspire and impact others, I guess, is my takeaway. But the meaning for it is the more impact I've made, the more value I provide, in a manner of speaking. The more my income and wealth increase. So the more of an impact you can do, the more supposedly the more wealth. And your wealth doesn't have to be monetary. Your wealth can be just the connections you make with families and friends. It's just the old phrase is money isn't everything. Well, to a certain degree, money isn't everything, but life is about making an impact as far as doing something, as far as something very productive and positive is my opinion. Okay, you don't want to do something negative as far as that goes. It's just it's counterproductive, and it's not improving or moving the ball forward in this thing we call life. So let's see, what do we have here? Okay, that's on the Facebook side. And I appreciate that. Tony on the Facebook, we got an excellent broadcast according to Twitch. Okay, just checking the things here. Let's see. So let's see. Oh, I forgot. Oh, we do have National Day. Okay, our National Day. Let's move to our National Day. Yeah, that's true. Tina says, yes, it is true. It's some good words of wisdom there from Kevin Cruz. Thank you, sir, and God bless. And he's still around. He's not. He's not. Most of the quotes that we we say here on the morning coffee broadcast, the people aren't alive and stuff like that. This guy is. Let me see his bio. Yeah, he's 50. Oh wow, he's born in 72. He's a youngster. He's only 53 years old, and a professor, a conservative that went to Princeton. Ooh, I like that. Full disclosure, I'm a conservative Republican. Okay, um, I'm not a MAGA. Okay, so get that out of your head. Okay, they have the MAGA people. They're fine people. I've met quite a few of them. I do not consider myself, but even though I want my country to be great, that doesn't. I'm a Republican. I'm old school. I'm a Republican conservative, um, and I just appreciate people that think positive things, even though they may disagree with certain things, depending on who's in the office and stuff. I know I had to tolerate this last 4 years with the president that was outgoing. Almost wish President Obama or President Clinton were back, but Democrats had it for a while. They had their opportunity. Now it's the Republican side, and we'll see what happens. Despite all the hoo ha and hay that is being tossed, I do think President Trump is on the right track right now. And there's people that obviously want him to tank, fall out, and stuff like that. What's going on here? Reset this. They want him to fail. I mean, I could tell you right now, President Clinton, President Obama, and even President Biden, when he first came in, I didn't vote for him. I wanted him to succeed because he's a president of all the people. At least that's what I thought at the beginning, but it was obvious where he stood on a lot of things there. He dropped the ball, in my opinion, and that's my right to say that. But I do respect the office of presidency. So we'll see what happens. But the current President Donald Trump, I think he's starting off on a good foot. He's got a lot of good ideas, a lot of things. You got to have ideas. You got to do things. You can't be doing the same old thing. And that's of late. That seems what the Democratic Party that it's definitely imploded. I'll tell you that right out frank. And there's even Democrats that are saying that. Stephen A. If you don't know who Stephen A. Listen to Stephen A. or Bill Maher. You know, I like those. I disagree with them. I like them, but they're telling their own party, hey, you got to get your freaking head out of the sand and stop doing the same. You got to have something. You can't just go name calling, and that's what these anybody that uses the the name calling and stuff. That's old. The fix is in. I put up an audio podcast yesterday, or I did the audio podcast. We'll get to that as far as what I did. But I did do an audio after the Fireman Rich audio podcast, a rebroadcast of it was a 12-minute bit. I did it last week of Sean Hannity and Bill O'Reilly getting together. They're on Sean Hannity's radio, and they talk about the mainstream media. It's imploded. It's tanked. It's not trustworthy. There might be certain reporters and stuff like that, but overall, I don't really trust it for giving me the straight. They'll give you a generality of it, but they're not trusted like back in the Walter Cronkite days, which I remember. Walter Cronkite, he was a freaking Democrat liberal individual, but you never knew that. Of course, I didn't know what about politics back then, but I still have high regards and respect for him. The newscasters now, there's certain people they're just throwing the mud and stuff, and they're not telling you the straight scoop. At least give the general news, for God's sake. But they talk about the fixes in. The Democrats that are throwing all the nasty names and stuff, you know better than the Republicans that were throwing the nasty names. So I just don't give you any time of day. The fix is in. You don't have any impact anymore. Okay, so there's more important things to be concerned and worry about, and that's the border, the bringing down the debt, and making this country great for all people, all United States citizens. Okay, and Elon Musk, for all you freaking clowns out there, I'll put one foot on my soapbox. He is an American citizen, so get off the other crap that you're saying about him. You're just showing your ignorance. Okay. You're just trying to tag. You're trying to put a wedge between him and the president and stuff. He's doing some good works. So just say you disagree with him and move on to something else that's more productive, okay? It irks me when you start degrading. You know, we're always told here on the Republican side. Oh, you can't agree. You can't agree. Well, look in the mirror, you folks that are throwing the mud on the other side. And I'll just leave it at that. Moving on. Okay. That was an interesting audio, though. I'm going to try and do that every week with Bill O'Reilly and Sean Hannity because they have some good insights. Even if you disagree with them, listen to them and try and listen with a neutral stance. You might get something out of it. Oh, it's windy out there. Look, we got some wind. You can see the wind blowing. The bush is moving. Okay, let's see. Our national day for today is, let's see, skip the straw day. Oh, that's right. We can use plastic straws again. Even though I never yet. I was when I was in grade school. I think we had paper straws. They were all right. You know, they just got a little soggy if you left them there. So today is skip the straw day. Okay, rare disease day. Yeah, well, I heard about that article or that there was a child that passed away of measles and stuff. It's like, whoa, that's not good. Let's see. We have National Floral Design Day. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. National Tooth Fairy Day. Ooh, that might be. But we have this one, National Chocolate Souffle Day. That looks good. I've never had chocolate souffle. Have we ever had chocolate souffle? Souffle? Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay, you never made it, did you?
No.
Okay, so I've never had it, so I'd go with that. It looks good, and I know Tina, you probably had it, and it's probably good. We're gonna go with the National Tooth Fairy for the kids here. We're gonna go with that today. That seems like a good one. That's a good happy one, a good positive one. Well, actually, no, taking a tooth out isn't that great. But today is National Tooth Fairy Day that falls on April. Oh, it falls 2 times a year, August 22nd, but also February 28th each year to doubly encourage us to take a look back on the history of one of the dental care's little helpers. I don't know if he's a helper. He just collects the tooths and supposedly leaves you money. I got a quarter once in a while, I guess. It's one way our children develop good dental hygiene. Hashtag National Tooth Fairy Day. So I guess a tooth fairy can be like some of the fantastic creations who oversee children. The tooth fairy is a relative newcomer to the world. Really? The world of childhood fantasies. In the mid 1920s, fairies were used of all sorts of health educations, from bath fairs, fresh air fairies, and all the like and stuff. Let's see, kids excited to brush their teeth. And it was in 1925. It was probably quite a bit more difficult to consider the toothpaste that they were using. It was just peroxide or baking soda. And I've done baking soda before when I've been out in the field when I was in the military. One advertisement was for the Fairy Wand Tooth Whitener. This product promised to brush away cigarette, coffee stains. The ad always aimed at both children and adults. It was in 1927, Esther Watkins Arnold printed an 8-page play-it for children called The Tooth Fairy. The same year, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle provided his claim that fairies and gnomes are real and verified with pictures of little girls surrounded by fairies. So that's how the fairy came. And Tina says yes and laughed. It's laughing at the tooth fairy. We got to have an off the wall one once in a while there, Tina. So today is the National Tooth Fairy Day. Okay, hashtag National Tooth Fairy Day. So I know over the years I've had extensive work on my, as far as caps, cavities being filled, and all that. So yesterday we did do an audio podcast. Next week will be Tuesday and Thursday, the first week of March, and we'll be doing an audio podcast. But yesterday we talked about, and for those folks that have never listened, all it is a scaled down version of this. This broadcast, the morning coffee, goes for about an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. the audio version is scaled down to where I don't have a chat, or I don't present a lot of news and stuff. I have one article I present along with the format that I've done so far, thus far up to the National Day. We do the history, the sports, and then I condense that. I go anywhere between 30 and 45 minutes. So this, and one of the aspects is an interesting article, and this one I did yesterday was the Mars rover captures a video. It's probably out there on YouTube. Just go Mars rover, current Mars rover video. But it's of the colorful dry ice clouds that drift over the red planet, and they're only in specific areas, from what the article was saying. So I found that interesting. They're mostly in the southern hemisphere, not the western, and they say it might have to do with the gravitational pull of the planet. So I find that interesting that there's planetary aspects of the planet Mars has an effect on where they and the whole planet is mostly, it's all CO2 atmosphere. Be a good way to get big generators up there to take that CO2 and change it over to oxygen. Well, you could. You create carbon. You split up the components. They do that. They pull oxygen out of the air here and stuff like that. So you could probably do that. But Martian clouds are almost made up of dry ice or frozen carbon dioxide. 95% of the planet's atmosphere is CO2, but they form these clouds only at low temperatures and high altitudes, and mostly the ice particle clouds are mostly in the southern hemisphere. So that's pretty interesting. We have some rovers that are still you got Pathfinder, you got Curiosity. What's the other one? There's like 3 of them that are still operational, roaming around up there on the red planet, which hopefully we'll get to. Let's see. We do have 100 years ago today, but it's not a video. I'm going to have to read it, folks, as far as that goes. So I'm going to bring that up. I'll bring up the page there. Let's see. What do we do? Oh, okay. There we go. Well, let's see. I got to bring that up first and get the link. And let's bring it up on the 100 years ago. Share that. And there we go. 100 years ago. And all we have is the page there. We don't have Roger Luther. So maybe tonight, and we'll show it Monday as far as that goes. But 100 years ago, let's see if I can bring this up here first. Let's see. 100 years ago, on this March 25th, which would have been March 28th, 1925. 100 years ago today, the drive to raise $10,000 in Binghamton, Johnson City, and Endicott to meet a $5,000 offer of George F. Johnson. And George F. Johnson was a prominent person back in the day. Very rich individual, but he did a lot for his community. He was the owner, CEO, president of Endicott Johnson Shoes, which was a world-renowned shoe company back then. And they were trying to get to retain a Triple Cities franchise in the baseball league, and the money must be raised. So George F. Scott was going to give $5,000, but the community had to raise $10,000, and which they probably did, because we got the Binghamton Rumbles that still play in Binghamton. The monthly meeting of the Binghamton Society of Fine Arts was held at Foster Disger's studio last night, and I have no idea what that is. I know they have the arts there in Binghamton. I think any major city does. Well, Binghamton's not really a major city. It's smaller than Syracuse. Let's see. 2 Kirkwood. Kirkwood is a community just outside Binghamton. 2 Kirkwood men were killed when their Ford Roadster, that would be a car, was struck broadside by an Erie passenger train at the railroad crossing in Langdon this morning. And that's 100 years ago. And all I can picture is an old model Roadster getting stuck on the train tracks there. And finally, with the construction of attractive new residents in the vicinity of Shenango Street and Blatchard's Avenue, Binghamton's north side, is being developed into a high-class residential section. Well, that section of Binghamton right now, I don't think it's that high. Yeah, I could be. I don't know. I haven't been up in Binghamton and stuff in a while, so it's just. Um, so there we have it. 100 years ago today. Um, I don't do it better. Roger Luther does it better as far as that goes. That's from Fox 40. Full disclosure: I have no association with Fox 40. We just re-entertain the viewingship of what they present. Let's see. Um, let's see. I talked about how I'm a Republican conservative. So in history, in 1854, 50 slave opponents met in Ripon, Wisconsin, to call for the creation of the new U.S. political group, which would be called the Republican Party. So on this day in 1854 was the birth of the Republican Party. And I'm a registered Republican, conservative. Let's see. The first vaudeville theater opened in Boston, Massachusetts in 1883. The United Kingdom accepted the independence of Egypt in 1922. And the U.S. and Egypt reestablished diplomatic relationships after a 7-year break in 1974. Michael Jackson made history on this day by winning 7 Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year for Thriller. That was a great album. And Record of the Year, Best Rock Vocal Performance, Best Pop Vocal, R&B Performance, and R&B Song for Beat It and Billie Jean. 2 great songs there, too. And Best Recording for Children for E.T., the Extraterrestrial, back in 1984. And let's see, on the AP side... Okay, I'm just checking out the hardware here, folks. Let's see, some additional history here for the day. We have Waco was 100 years, or no, Waco was back in 1993 on this day. That was a good day. In 1844, a 12-inch gun aboard the USS Princeton exploded as the ship was sailing on the Potomac River, killing Secretary of State Abel P. Upshur, Naval Secretary Thomas W. Gilmore, and several others. President John Tyler, who was aboard the ship, was uninjured. Wow. 1844. That was just before the Civil War. In 1983, who can't forget that in 1983 was the final episode of the television series MASH. That's by far one of the greatest television shows. It aired to it was on a Tuesday. I tell you, it was on a Tuesday. MASH always came on a Tuesday night back then. 1983. Well, they might have moved it to Saturday. I don't know. But MASH final airing, nearly 106 million viewers saw the final episode, which remains the most watched episode of any television series to date. And that was a great show. I like that. Let's see. And that's it for history. Let's see. Let's go ahead and basketball. Let's go into sports. What the hell? And then I'm going to go on a break. We got 44 minutes. I can take care of this. Basketball from last night. No, from let's see, not from Tuesday night, right? No, Wednesday night. Wednesday night. Going back from Wednesday night, we have the Knicks. They won against the Philadelphia 76ers, 110 to 105. The Celtics lost to the Pistons, 117 to 97. and the Nets did not play. And then last night, none of those three teams played. Phoenix Suns lost to the Pelicans. I like the Suns. They're in the Western Division. Tonight, let's see. We're going to have the Celtics and Cavaliers. Ooh, I have to watch that game. Cavaliers are in first place. That should be a good game to watch. Tonight at 7:30, that'll be on the television more than likely. The Nets will be playing. The Brooklyn Nets will be hosting the Trailblazers, and the Knicks play the Grizzlies. Which the Grizzlies, where are they in the Western? They're up there in the they're second, and the Knicks are third in the Eastern. So that should be another good game, right? I might be bouncing back and forth to both those games. I'm here. My daughter's off and talking. Oh, okay, and talking. Okay, no problem, Tina. No problem. You're saying you're still listening to this knucklehead broadcaster here. So there's our basketball. Let's see. Going into the weekend, the Nets will be playing the Pistons tomorrow, and then Sunday the Knicks will be playing the Heat. And it looks like the Celtics are off until. Oh, they're not even playing Monday. Yeah, they're getting down to they're not playing that much during the week. Just as a note to the sports, there's no NFL football, and we still have 28 days before. Because it will be March 28th will be the UFL, and I have said before I will be broadcasting on Thursday nights. So the Thursday night will be the 27th. We'll be starting Let's Talk Football, but in this case, it'll be UFL football. There's another type of football, but not American football. It's the soccer, what we call soccer, but they call football over in Europe. I've been following the Manchester City Football Club, and they won a game the other night or other day there against the Spurs. They won a game. What the Spurs? They won at 1-0. It was there it is. Wednesday, the 26th, against Tottenham, which they're known as the Spurs, and Man City. That's Manchester. I'm a fan of Manchester Football Club now, folks. Talking about football with my friend there on PUBG Battlegrounds, and I thought it'd be interesting. And I listened to it. I listened to it on the webpage because you can't. All the games that are aired here in the United States, I guess they're aired on Peacock, and you got to get a paid subscription. And I don't like Peacock. I'll make it known. They're a bunch of bozos. But I can listen to the game, and there's some people that watch the game, and they give their commentary on YouTube. So it's an interesting thing. So I'll be following Manchester. They're currently fourth in the Premier League. From what my friend was saying, Wingnut there, my game playing friend. They may not win this year, but they can get some respectability by being up there in the. You're always going to have an off year and stuff, but I guess they're supposed to be one of the premier teams. And there's other leagues that are going on. I guess they interact with each other and stuff like that. But Manchester City, good game there Wednesday, and congratulations on the win. So there we have. And that's our format right there, folks, other than going over some news. But I'm going to go ahead and get some coffee here. And I know it's 7 o'clock, Tina. Okay, Hal's up, Tina. So just to let you know, I just see him coming up. He's on the Twitch there. I guess it's Scream Friday over there on Hal Moss's broadcast. And we have our good friend Jim Figerty. He's up also. So, okay, we'll see you, and have a good weekend, Tina, as we're finishing up our first hour here and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and take a break, folks, and refresh my coffee. Let me check the pages here before I take a break. Let's see. Okay, that's the YouTube. We have one person over on YouTube. We have wow, we got 6 people over on X Live. Thank you very much, folks. We got the turnout over on X Live at Fireman Rich. I'm over there. I'm looking at myself right now. That's pretty neat. Do we have anything? Oh, I gotta make a note. Oscar winner actor Gene Hackman and his wife were found deceased, and I'm not sure what's going on there. That broke yesterday. That's Gene Hackman is great actor as far as that goes, and uh, what is it? I know Tony D posted a. What was the name of that movie, Tony? That he Denzel Washington and him. Oh, what is it? Yeah, Gene Hackman passed. He was 95, but he went toe to toe with Denzel Washington in Crimson Tide back in 1995. That's a good movie. It's one of the most powerful scenes ever filmed, as far as that goes. And Gene Hackman was basically a titan of the cinema. So rest in peace, Gene Hackman. Godspeed, God bless, and Godspeed to both you and your wife. And it's a tragedy, tragic. That was shocking yesterday. 95 years old he was, though. Um, Great actor. He has some great um, movies there as far as that goes. So let's see. On the Facebook, we're looking pretty good there, and let me refresh that to bring that up to speed there. So there we go. We're up to speed. Isn't there a clock? I thought there was a clock on this page. I guess there isn't. Okay. Let's see. What's that? Oh yeah, Hal Massa. He's on the Facebook too. Okay. I just got notified on. So Hal Massa is up, which we enjoy. Maybe we'll take a peek at him and our good friend Jim Figerty when I get back from my break here, and such. So let's see. We're gonna move that here, move that there, and I will be right back, folks. You just hang loose, and we'll be right back. are back here for the Friday morning coffee. Let me turn the loop off. I had it on the loop. I forgot to turn that off. We are back here for the Friday morning coffee for 02.28.2025. Current time is 0708 a.m. Eastern time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X. Here's a mess. There we go. Got it down with the headphones. And we got the sun out there, blue skies. I don't think we got a patch. We got patches of ice out there still, not the big skating ring size ice. It's what's the one big patch there is what, about maybe 5 feet by 3 feet. That's it. Everything else is brown grass right now. So we are moving towards spring, which is a good thing. Moving towards spring. And let's see. Let's go ahead and put that one there. So we're on our second half of the broadcast here, and we'll see how long we go with some news items, local items that are going on here in the community. And I've got my second cup of coffee here, and let's see. We got. And not that the audio's not on. I just had to do a 6-click function here on the broadcast. So, but we are starting the second half here of the broadcast, and good to be here. And I hope everybody had a great week. We had a fairly good week despite the weather. We've been. I don't know if we're going to be going for a walk this morning. We probably will because it's not raining and it's nice out. We'll probably go out on the golf course, which is to see that all the snow is gone, because what I'm seeing out here, there's like nothing. Even looking out into the field, it's gone. All the snow. There's just a couple patches of ice out here that we had, like I said, a lot of water pulled out here, and so we should have a nice morning. Take a morning walk there before I get started, or just as I get started with the big DIY project, do it yourself project. And that's we got the tarp up. We're going to be changing out our ceiling tiles. We got a couple water spots, broken tile, but it's long overdue. This is something I should have done. I had this all planned out back about 6-7 years ago when I was still working at the day job, and I had it, and it's coming together now. It's always the case 10 years later. So it was a couple $100 for the materials, and so I'm going to do it myself, and probably save $1,000. It's something I'm capable of doing. I guess just exploring it, being cautious. I'm very cautious about getting into a project, because if you can't finish the project, get somebody that can do it. Get the experts and stuff. And I think the last major thing we did was our flooring in the kitchen. We got these guys that came in and they did it lickety split, and it's looking nice out there. So we're going to probably doing the same thing. I guess we're talking about the kitchen counter, the sink counter. It's been there as long as we've been here, along with the ceiling. So I'll be taking some pictures, some pre-pictures here after the broadcast, and then as I'm going along with the work, I'll be taking some pictures as the work progress, and I'll show them here. The start of the project I'll show Monday morning's broadcast. I can at least do that. I was thinking about live streaming it, and it's like, nah, I better not. That'll just be a distraction. I don't want to be distracted on this, because I want it to look good, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. I thought it was going to be a complicated thing, but evidently, after checking, what the hell's that? Oh, they can pin it that way. Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know you could do it that way. Let's bring this back here. Oh, we froze again. Let's see. We can check out. Let's check out Hal and Jim Figerty on the big screen here. Let's see. I can bring him up. Here's Hal Massa right here. I don't have to bring it up on the screen here. This is. Let's see if we can get it here. Oh, there he is. There's Hal.
Retail store pickup and products coming in, and then all of the great volunteers that get out in community. This is a network of people with, again, neighbor helping neighbors. So we have 8 agencies, families coming through that line. It takes a lot of people to come around to hand that food out. So it's the real heart of the neighbor and the neighborhood. With all of these needs. So
Okay, he must be listening to somebody as far as that goes. That's Hal Moss right there. He's over on Twitch. Hal Moss Media, HALMAAMAEDIA. Hal Moss Media. So evidently he's listening to somebody. Okay, let's go back and see. Let's check in on Jim Figerty. Oh, looks like Jim is on the road here. Looks like he's driving the countryside there of. Oh, there he is. That's the countryside of Ireland right there. We're watching right there. He drives on the left side of the road over in Ireland. Looks like there's a nice day in Ireland right now. 7 degrees Celsius over there. It's 12:14, and let's see, they're going 30 miles per hour. Yeah, it looks a little fast. It might, yeah. 7 degrees Celsius. What's 7 degrees Celsius on the? That's a little bit warmer than we're at. We're at 2 degrees Celsius, but let me see. 7 degrees Celsius. 44 degrees Fahrenheit. So he just pulled over. What did he pull over for?
That's not it. Now coming behind. Wait.
Oh, he's going to get out. He's going to show us something. Or is he getting back on the road? Oh, he's getting back on the road. Okay. They drive on the left side of the road over there. So he's out and about somewhere in Ireland.
The sun is shining on the screen.
He's got a little interruptions there, his connection, but there's Jim Figerty. So
not for me, no. No. I stay away from water.
So those are the two guys. They're great guys. Jim Figerty, JimFiggerty, and then Hal Moss Media, HALMAASMEDIA. Two great guys, and we'll go ahead and put this. So that's how I can view Twitch channels, and then I can also put this. This is a Roku. I can put it on Rumble, and this is the app I have to watch on Twitch, and we're going to bring our broadcast back up here on the Twitch. So let's see. Let me refresh this page here. So that just gives you an idea of the. They'll click in and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and check what we have on Fox 40 there for any worthwhile news items here. They're great guys. Jim, two great guys. Oh, I got to turn the volume down on this. his channels, and I can also. Yep, you can hear me. We're back. We're back on this channel here on the Twitch board there. Let's see. What do we have on Fox? Anything of interest? Okay, Binghamton is this Saturday, tomorrow. They're going to be having the Binghamton, New York. They're going to have the officially announced details about the St. Patrick's Day parade. Of course, St. Patrick's Day is in March, but it's the first Saturday of every March in Binghamton. They have their parade. So let's go ahead and look at this one. I actually watched this on the news last night on Fox 40 on the TV, on that TV right there. And let's see, there it is right there. Let's go ahead and move the camera down and we'll go ahead and listen to this and see what the mayor of Binghamton, New York has to say.
Binghamton's annual parade day is just around the corner. Binghamton Mayor Jared Cram and members of the Irish American community in the southern tier, including the Hibernian Parade Committee, gathering at City Hall today to discuss Saturday's parade. The festivities will begin with a mass at St. Mary's Church, with the parade beginning at 1:30, starting from the corner of Court and Fayette Street, turning onto Main and then ending at Main and Edwards.
We want to thank all of the members of Binghamton's Irish community. My great-great-grandfather was an immigrant from Ireland. He immigrated from Ballinsloe in the 1850s to the upstate New York area. I am a son of an Irish immigrant, and the Irish here in Binghamton are such an important part of our history and such an important part of our future.
Mayor Cram also stressed that the parade will be a family-friendly event, with open container laws being enforced in a full security detail for public safety.
So there we have it. This tomorrow will be the like it has been for years, the St. Patrick's Day parade in Binghamton, New York tomorrow, and it's always a good time there. They have the parade and stuff. It's well attended as far as that goes, and hopefully they have some good weather tomorrow. Let's see. Is it supposed to be good weather tomorrow? No? Oh, okay. It's going to be a rainy parade then. What's that?
Never do when they have the parade.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's the beginning of March, you know.
Not a very good time for a parade.
Yeah, but they usually have it. They have always had it the first Saturday, it seems. It's just like, you know, because St. Patrick's Day isn't till the 17th. So, and then spring begins the 20th. So we've got 20 days. We got 3 weeks left. 3 weeks left before. And hello, Captain Rehab. Captain Rehab is in the house as far as that goes. How we doing, my friend? And he's saying, let me try it this way. Let's see. Yeah, that works that way. Richie Rich and the Missus. He's saying hi.
Good morning.
Good morning, Captain Rehab from the Missus. As far as that goes, I just took a. Oh, you took a shot of whiskey there for the whiskey. Somewhere in the world it's 4:00, right?
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, you can't. Okay, to unpin it, you have to hit there. Okay. Unpin. Okay, that's a double thing. Okay, double whammy. Okay, so hey, Captain Rehab, glad to see you here, my friend. Hope all is well with you. Taking a shot of whiskey. I used to do that over in Italy, getting off of a 24-hour duty. We would hit either Anna Bar, Stradella's, or what was the other place? Tussi's Bar. Tussi Bars was our main bar. We drink a couple of cappuccinos, and then we'd hit the beer, wine, and even a little shot of grappa to get the day started. That's back in my younger day. Sometimes it would be like 10 bottles of wine later. Can we have a round of grappa? Oh, man. And back young and dumb. Let's see. A 24-hour... 24-hour duty there, dude. Duty, 24 hours. I was on, I was a firefighter, as I've told you many a times, but in the Air Force, we were on duty at the crash house for 24 hours. So we'd have like a regular 8-hour day. And then after our afternoon physical fitness and training, Duty. He thought the other duty. No, duty. Yeah, I'm missing. I know you're messing with me. I'm messing with you back. I'm just having fun with it. I appreciate it, Captain Rehab. Yeah. Not that I haven't heard that before. Duty. I did the duty. Let's see. What else we got here? I think that's the only thing that's interesting. There's a ski resort, as we're seeing, like I said, there's no snow out here. And we still are in winter. Oh, there's no video of this, but the ski resort, Great Peak, that's up north of here. They're still showing that they're still open, even though there's no snow out on the ground out here, except some patches of ice. So that's it for. There's a ski resort that Tom Brady and Matt Stanford met in. Oh, I don't know any of the ski resorts out in Montana. This is interesting. This will be interesting. New York State Secretary of State Walter Mosley, and I think he's actually visited the southern tier here because of the flooding we've had here a couple years. He visited SUNY Broome, which is a community college advanced manufacturing lab. So let's go ahead and show this one. Let's present this one here. Oh, no, we don't want that. We want the present. There we go. And then I turn the camera off. There he is. That's our New York. He's a Democrat. Don't know anything particular, but he is from the state, and they have this advanced manufacturing lab. SUNY Brooms. That's at there's part of it's at Binghamton University, and some of it is up there at the community college, Broome Community College. Let's see what this is all about.
Well, Secretary of State Walter Mosley also visiting SUNY Broome today to highlight a proposed budget. The professors and college president Tony Hawkins giving the secretary a tour through the Advanced Manufacturing Center, showcasing their machinery, including EDM machines, their work on electric vehicles, and robotics work done by the mechanical and electrical engineering technology students. The tour was a part of efforts to highlight Governor Hochul's budget proposal offering free community college for students aged 25 to 55.
Advanced manufacturing is a huge investment that's being made from the outside into New York, and we want to make sure that New Yorkers are prepared with the right skill sets to meet the demands so that they can get the high-paying jobs of advanced manufacturing and within emerging markets.
Okay, so visiting and to make sure that there's money going into the education purpose for manufacturing. I can say that I worked here in the southern tier in manufacturing at IBM in Endicott, the birthplace of IBM, where so I have a pretty well vested and grounded view of manufacturing. And advanced manufacturing is where it's at. We don't need to outsource everything over to China and over in the Asian area. We can build it here, and you save. You don't save that money. I think I remember when I was working at IBM, they wanted to take. There was this particular chip carrier that they were building. It's a high-end chip carrier, and where was I? I was working the press where we would put the layers together to build the chips, and we would have like what 3 by 8, I guess, in chips, a chip sheet, and then you would layer them up and make the chips, and then you get tested and all that and whatnot. But you have these Chinese engineers, as far as taking notes and stuff like that. And looking back on it, it was, I didn't really feel that comfortable with it. But the engineers, they were all right, I guess. But they were from China. They spoke fairly decent English. But I had this high-end engineer watching me. I was just a production worker looking at my process as far as what I was doing and stuff. And I was explaining it to him and stuff. And he thought that was great. He said, "Yo, you need to come to China and teach my people." And it's like, "Oh, that's what you're here for." But they ended up, IBM was building, I guess the Chinese government was going to build a plant, and IBM was going to have go over there, make the chip, and they thought they were going to save money, and they didn't. They made more scrap than anything. Can you say China the way? No. Don't go there, Captain Rehab. Okay, don't go there. You know, I love and I have high regards for our president. Okay, so I'm not going to do the clowning around. If you're one of those Democrat, I don't know if you're Democrat or Republican, but you know, I'm not going. I'm not falling for that crap. I have high regards for the president. I have high regards for the office of the presidency, even when Biden there, even though he was asleep at the wheel. Okay. Right now, President Trump is not asleep at the wheel. He's done more in his first month than Biden did in his last year, as far as that goes. And I think that the polls show that and stuff. And the people that are just ragging on him and trying to make the funnies on his account, it doesn't work anymore. Okay. I'm past that. It's just like the fix is in. What you need to do, listen to the audio I posted over there on at Fireman Rich of Sean Hannity and Bill O'Reilly. It's a 12-minute. See if you can stomach that. What did I entitle it? It's a post I made yesterday. Okay, and it's basically some insights from Sean Hannity and Bill O'Reilly. Legacy media is dead. The fix is in. You know what the fix is also in on that on the crap they're making funnies of Trump. I'm not falling for that. You know, once in a while the funny is good, but all the time and then the name throwing, the real harsh negative name throwing by that side, it doesn't work anymore. You just show a person that does that just shows their own ignorance. It doesn't stick anymore. That's what that side's doing. They're imploding. So they don't have a plan. So they're throwing everything on the wall, mud and everything. Lots of laughs. Captain Rehab. That's a funny for him and stuff. No, he does make the political funnies, and some of them are pretty good. But that's one area I just been seeing a lot of that lately. Okay, it's just like it's not working. They're just trying. He's trying to do something. You know, he got a new administration in. They're trying to do something positive. Say something positive. Don't make a funny or a negative. That doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work. It just does the complete opposite as far as that goes, as far as I'm concerned. You know, because there's some people that said some very harsh things and stuff like that. I kept my mouth pretty much civil, I guess, through the last 4 years, and even during the previous Democratic presidents and stuff. I have respect for the presidency as far. I'm not going to go totally like that. You know, when you have somebody call you a Nazi, that person using that term doesn't realize what they're doing. They're just showing their own ignorance. Oh, you're taking the things down? Yeah, we're getting ready. I don't know if you were here earlier, Captain Rehab. We're getting ready for we got a project. We're redoing the ceiling tiles up here. I got I went out yesterday to Lowe's. I purchased about 250 1 foot by 1 foot tiles to replace because we got a couple water spots, and this has been up there. It's getting a little old, so we want to refresh it. And it came out to about 75 to 90 cents a tile. They're not the low end. And it's a project that's going to be ongoing and stuff. I'll be taking pictures and stuff like that. So the missus, she's just taking some things down because we did an exploratory. Oh, you're going to make a funny of exploratory. I know that.
We probed.
We probed the mess. Don't encourage the Captain Rehab. No. It's all good fun. But we ended up looking at it, and it's the old style. The wood rails are there so we could staple. Mrs. Did Rich buy a disco ball? And he's turning the room into Studio 54.
Well, of course.
There we go. Let me put that up there. That's funny. Oh. Yeah, but was it the last major project we did to the house was the flooring, right? And that's been almost 2 years,
yeah.
right?
I think it was the flooring, yeah.
Did we do anything after? Oh no, the tree.
That was outside.
Yeah, that was last year. Yeah, last year we
outside.
try and do one thing a year. Last year was the massive trees that we had over here that we had, and it's all open now as far as that goes. So, ooh, what's this one? This just popped. Let me check something here, folks. I just got notified of YouTube. Let me see what's that all about. Let me see. United Football League uploaded. Adrian Martinez always keeps it real. UFL. Is he coming back to the UFL? I have to look at that. That's interesting. Adrian Martinez. He played on the practice squad for the New York Giants or New York Jets, and actually he could have probably played. He probably could have played regular. They should have brought him up and instead of Rogers there. He plays. He played for the Birmingham Stallions, and he's won 2 championships with the Stallions. Once in the USFL, and then once when the USFL merged with the XFL to become the UFL. So I got to check that video out. I don't want to broadcast it here and stuff. It'd be interesting. Maybe I'll be able to show that on the Let's Talk Football that's going to be coming back this the 27th of March. Okay, let's see what else we have on Fox. And let's see. You know, it has my curiosity. Oh, somebody just posted a short when he was with the Birmingham Stallions. So it's not okay. Okay, I got excited for nothing. I like Adrian Martinez. He's one of my favorite UFL football players, along with Jake Bates. He's the place kicker that played for the Michigan Panthers on the UFL, and he's with the Detroit Lions right now. They're 2 good players that crossed over from USFL to NFL. And Martinez, he could very easily play first string quarterback, but I think he's still with the Jets practice team right now. So I try and keep tabs. That's the upcoming season that's going to start. I don't know jack about any of the players again. They're all new players and stuff. So that's going to be interesting. And that's one of the interesting aspects about the UFL. Hey, Big Juice. Big Juice is in the house, coming in from Ohio. Steve, glad to have you here. Thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate it. I hope all is well. We made it to the weekend, so appreciate it. You being here. We're just checking our newsworthy items here, and I don't think that's it for Fox. Let's see. WEBO. Oh, they finally got the arrest for that guy that we listened to on the scanner.
Oh, really? Just now?
Yeah, the Tioga County Sheriff's Office announced the arrest of a man who was wanted fugitive for justice, and we were listening to it last week, and it just WEBO was sort of late to. I'm not going to say the guy's name, but he was arrested as a fugitive from justice with resisted arrest, obstruction of government administration. So he's in the Tioga County Jail. Somebody ratted him out. That's what I heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody ratted him out. So there's a couple people in the community that got a little upset for that, but c'est la vie. Okay, let's see. WNBF. Anything on WNBF? I'm not seeing anything that's popping out. Let's see. WBNG Channel 12. And I am not seeing. There's nothing going on, for God's sake. Holy crap. It's right. Sort of flat, huh?
That's good.
Yeah, that's
I guess.
Well, not even some special interest items. Let's see. WAAL, the whale. You got 20 great places to eat as you travel U.S. Route 20 in United States.
There we go.
Yeah. Paul Simon defends exclusive KISS alumni at farewell show. Vestal Fire Station now available for sale. Oh, that's the one that's up on the Parkway.
Oh, that's okay. They got their other one.
Yeah. That's next to that restaurant that had the big beef cow on it. Remember that? That was a restaurant.
Oh, I thought it was right there at the four corner, just before the four.
No,
corners.
not that would. It's further up on the left.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
That's up just before the. That's
That's
past
Vestal
that's past the
Steakhouse? Yeah,
that's
I know where
past
you're talking
Target.
about,
It's
yeah.
past Target on the
There's
left.
a flashing light there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's past.
I didn't
Past
know
the
that
Target.
was okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit busy and stuff like that. Let's see, nothing going on there. Channel 34. Oh, the FBI is currently investigating a massage parlor in Endwell.
They have one in Nichols.
Yeah, I guess they were all over. Yeah, a Weagle man arrested in it's channel. What channel is this? This is channel WETM. Oh, that's out. No, that's Binghamton. That's channel 34. WENY. Let's see anything on there, man. We're just zipping. This is going to be a fairly short broadcast here, folks. I don't see anything on the news wires that's worthy for me to bring up. What are they investigating? Oh no, the guy that in the massage parlor, probably because it's illegal. It's illegal, but the guy with the I don't like putting up the news the law enforcement stuff. It's not, I guess because it's not really pleasant, and I don't really, I'll briefly go over it, but there's a massage parlor. I was like, I didn't know there was Endwell. That's up there in the Broome County area, but the Tioga County Sheriff's office arrested a fugitive. He's locally known, and Captain Rehab laughs a laugh on that. Yeah, well, you can laugh at it, but that's how I feel. Maybe they were probing too. Yeah, there we go, Captain Rehab. Bring it back full circle. There we go. He's Captain Rehab. He's on point. Let's see, nothing on WENY. I'm not seeing nothing of interest really, folks. I guess I might be getting antsy to get this project going.
Yeah, get done what we can.
Yeah. Oh, it even made My Twin Tiers. Who's My Twin Tiers? Is that out there in
It's out in
that WETM? That's Channel 18. That's in Elmira.
Yeah.
Okay. So that subject has finally hit the news, I guess.
They wait for the sheriff's report, an official report.
Right, yeah, the official report and stuff. Let's see. Penny Saver, anything on the Penny Saver? Owego Kiwanis Club conducts scavenger hunt at Rainbow Bookstore. Have you ever been in the Rainbow Bookstore in Owego?
I don't know.
Is that next to the Penny Saver?
I've been to the corner one, the great big bookstore that has a lot of old antique books.
Who's this? Barbara Roberts. No relation, a former councilman of town of Owego and current county legislator for District 3 announced a candidacy for Tioga County Treasurer. Oh, okay. That's under elections.
Nothing exciting. Okay, Bud, yeah, we'll brush my teeth. Hey, Murdy. Oh.
What's this all about? Oh, that's some drama with Kiss, I guess. So I'm not seeing anybody. I am not seeing anything whatsoever here, folks, as far as any newsworthy items. So I think we're going to go ahead and call it a wrap as far as that goes. And
You want more time with me?
let's see, we've been on for an hour and 30 minutes. So we made an hour and 30 minutes. That's okay. Okay. I didn't even think we had that much. So, okay, we got it there. We're there. Let's go ahead and put the banner back up. Oh, I don't want to add a banner. I just want to bring the banner up. Okay, there we go. So we're at the end, I think, as far as that goes. And we're going to get our day started here and see what the day brings us. So we're going to have a good day. Are we going out for a walk? No? Okay. We're just gonna get ready and what's that?
It'll tire us out.
Oh, they'll tire us out. So I need to use my energy to start the project
okay,
here.
let's not do this.
Huh?
It'll be like, okay, we're tired. Let's not do this.
That might be a good idea. What are you doing?
I'm gonna wipe. That won't stick because the thing is dirty.
Be careful. She's already starting.
No, I'm just getting this done so it'll dry. So that
What's that on the?
I'm just wiping this down so that it'll dry and the tape will stick. That's all.
You're just squishing the tape on there.
No, we can put new tape on there.
Okay. All right. I say she's starting. So that's we're gonna.
Just.
Okay. The project has started officially. The missus has wiped down the tarp. We got to hang back up because we got a pass through to the kitchen right over here on this end of the kitchen or the dining room, and we're gonna cover that up. So when we start taking tiles down, we're gonna probably do one row. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 tiles going across from there to there. Okay, so that's 10 feet because they're 1 foot. They're 1 foot by 1 foot tiles, so that's 10 feet across, and it's 16 going lengthwise this way. So it's 160. I guess 160 square feet. Is that square feet? Yeah. Because it's 10 by 16 is 160. So and we bought 250 tiles. They come in boxes of 40, so we got 5 boxes. So that's 200 tiles, right? Yeah, that's 200 tiles. No. 5 times 40, yeah.
160 tiles.
Yeah, but we bought 200 tiles. Yeah, there's 40 in a box. We got 5 boxes, so that's 200. That's too early to do math. Better get your paint and clothes on, Rich, and good luck. Yeah, I just we'll get started here, and it should be fair. The hard part is taking the tiles down and taking the staples that have stapled up on the thing. I've got a staple gun. We got plenty of staples. Was it 5/16 length, 3/4 inch staples? I guess that's what they use, or something like that, something along that line. And we'll get cracking here and stuff. So, but with that, we're going to go ahead and end it here. I want to say thank you to our Jersey girl Tina for being here, Tony D, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Thank you for being here, Tony. Greatly appreciated. Thank you to the wandering Australian. He popped in from down under there. It's a late night over there in Australia right now, so we appreciate you coming in here, mate. You have a great one. Have a great weekend as well. And, of course, Captain Rehab, thank you very much, my friend. Coming in from the city of brotherly love. Thank you very much, sir. And you have a great weekend, too. And also we had Big Juice, Steve from Ohio, the Buckeye State. Thank you, Steve, for being here as well. Greatly appreciate it also. So this is Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich, wishing you all well. Thank you for those that were just watching the live broadcast, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for those that are listening to the audio replay over on Spotify for creators, and thank you for the listens, and also thank you for the replay views on this broadcast and all the other broadcasts. It's great. It means a lot. It's very noticeable, folks. Okay. I'm not going to say that the numbers are good, and well, for me, they're great. Okay. But I do appreciate it, and you make it all worthwhile because you are spending a little bit of your time to watch this knucklehead just go to do the yap. And I do appreciate that. So you all have a great one wherever you may be. You can follow me over on X at Fireman Rich. That's my mainstay for all these social media platforms, and I'm on other platforms. Just Google at Fireman Rich, and you'll see where I'm at. But for the most part, it's over there on X at Fireman Rich. I like it. X is king, as I like to say. So with that, you all have a great one. We'll be doing some sort of broadcast maybe during the weekend or for some gaming or something. I got to continue on with the gaming, and so just follow over there at Fireman Rich, and you'll see when the link comes up and all that. So you all have a great one. Thank you again. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks, as we skate out of here on skateboard outro music. Take care, folks.